Hi, this is Maggie McCrary, and this is my action project presentation. So, I decided to host a watch party of the movie Crip Camp with my family that I was quarantined with. My goal of this project was to raise the awareness of my family and to help educate them on disability and inclusion. I wanted to show them the issues that the disability community faces, and the end goal was to hopefully inspire them to want to take action as well. I did this because after taking the course, I realized that there was so much I didn't know about disability beforehand, and I wanted to expand my knowledge to those around me and help create awareness of the topic of disability. So, the movie Crip Camp takes place in the 1970s, where teens with disabilities would attend Camp Jened, a summer camp, and it was kind of a place where they would feel normal, and it was a judgment-free kind of place where they could just be themselves. And it inspired a group of them to take political action after the camp was over, which then led to the 504 sit-ins, which they kind of go through the story of that throughout the movie. So these are some of the reactions and discussions that we had after the movie. So we're going to start with my dad. So my dad, I saw the most change in opinion. He was the most skeptical of the movie beforehand. But after, he was also the most involved in the discussion. He realized that there's a lot he didn't know about disability and explained that he wanted to learn more. And he never really realized how the disability community was treated as lesser than those who were abled. So my mom loved the movie. She thought it was amazing how so many people were involved with the sit-ins and how much outside support they got. She explained that this showed just how important the need for change was. She also brought up a good point at the end of our discussion. She wonders if times like that, where people were so passionate for social change that they would go to those lengths, she wonders if that'll ever happen again. She feels like today's society has shifted to the point where no one cares enough to do what they did back then. So my twin sisters are both freshmen in high school, and were both surprised to learn as much as they did. It took me a long time to get them to watch the movie because they both thought it would be boring. But they afterwards explained how much they liked the movie and how they now understand a little bit more about disability and inclusion. This is so important to me that we raise more awareness of disability and inclusion in society. It is something that is not discussed regularly, which has led to ignorance and lack of appreciation for the disabled community. And I also believe it's important to learn about disability and discuss with others what we learn as well. So what now? I think now, for further action, it's important that we implement disability education in schools and teach the younger generation about disability and inclusion. The younger generation will soon hold the power to make decisions and change laws. And I think if we start with them, that the future will be bright for the disability community. And I think it's also just important that we continue to raise overall awareness of disability and the problems they face today by putting out more movies, articles, videos, stuff like that, to further raise awareness.